It's summertime. A lot of people out on the lake, a lot of people taking their boats out. You know, it's always a good idea to be able to talk to someone like John Schaefer. And this is part of kind of his series.
Yeah.
What is Schaefer saying today?
Schaefer, we're talking about boats and protecting those boats. It is summertime. It's time to get out there in the water. The water's warming up.
Those, they cost a bit of money, and you want to make sure you're covered on both ends. If something happens to your boat, or your boat does something to someone.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Or run your boat into somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's.
Yeah.
All right. Boat insurance, of course.
Okay.
That's what we're talking.
Right.
Talk to basically what it
Right.
covers.
So property damage. So that'd be just your boat, or if you ran into someone's boat, or if you ran into a dock. You know, you'd want to be covered if you ran into that boat dock.
And that happens more times than people want to admit.
Right, right. Or so like collision damage. That also includes like you go out there and hit a stump. There's plenty of stumps out there on Table Rock Lake.
Yes, yes, there are.
There's a lot of those.
And you know, you go to all different lakes and things like that many times. Okay. Bodily injury liability, of course.
Of course. So you always want to keep a higher liability limits on your policy. Especially if someone's in your boat, like let's say you run your boat on the ground, you throw out 3 passengers and you know, and they get hurt.
Or yourself.
Yeah, or yourself. Yeah, they're going to come after you. So you really want to protect yourself. Or if you hit someone, you know, that's in the water or something, hypothetically.
Yeah.
But
yes. Well, you see, but that's part of what insurance is for, is to cover eventualities, not going, I won't do that.
That's right.
That has a way of jumping up and biting you.
That's right. Sure does.
Okay, and then hull coverage.
Hull
of
coverage.
course.
So we've got different companies that you can protect your hull with too, depending on the age of the boat. And we also have a motor endorsement too. Like if you run your boat on the ground, they'll pay to disassemble your engine and fix it. So
all right.
So that's, you know, a couple good things as far as boat goes.
That's then the obvious next question. What's the best kind of boat insurance?
Right. So we've got several different boat insurances, especially like if you have a bass boat and you've got $10,000 worth of electronics, we want to make sure and get those insured. You've got a bunch of fishing rods, want to make sure those are insured. If you have a wakeboard boat and you've got a bunch of wakeboards that are $500 to $1,000 a piece, we need to go through all of those and make sure you have the right coverage for your boat or application.
And that's what the customizing it is all about.
Right.
Is that kind of the way, and you know, pardon me because I really don't know, you know, with an auto, if you have an old auto, you don't necessarily get full coverage for it. Is that kind of what you can do with customizing?
Yeah, so what we can do is, we can actually do agreed value on the boat. So if you give, the new wakeboard boats are like 160 grand, some of them are 200 grand.
Yeah.
We can do agreed value on that just in case it sinks. You want to make sure and get that full amount of money back.
What about if you have something as simple as a John boat? You've got a motor on it and you go fishing and...
Yeah, you want to make sure and have that insured, because what if somebody steals it? If you're out there on the lake, or you know, if you leave it at a boat dock and next day you come back and it's gone, you want to make sure you have insurance.
Or
it's sunk
on the bottom. Yeah. Okay, and that's what the agreed value versus cash value?
Right. So agreed value would be if you agreed the value of 200 grand on the boat, you know, it's going to be insured for 200 grand. ACV, or actual cash value, is just basically what the NADA book of that boat would be, is all they're going to give you.
Okay. All right. That's important to remember.
Right.
And then discounts. Who doesn't want a discount?
I know. We can bundle your home, your auto, and get those discounts for you.
It's not really difficult to do. And do you find that people forget this part of the equation?
Yeah, a lot of times people just get their insurance, sometimes at a boat dealership, like, hey, call this, my buddy over here, and get them.
Yeah.
When maybe I already have the home and auto insured, we want to group it over there and get a discount on all 3.
Which is, you know, we've talked about that in other things.
Right.
Bundling things can save you some cash right off the top of the barrel.
Right, yep. Always does.
All right, let's chat, of course. There's the QR code. You want to, you know, click on that with your phone. This will send you, you know, John's way, but of course, you can always call and come over as well.
Right, yeah. You can call 417-766-4689. That's a direct line to me, or you can call the main office, 417-882-1800. I'll be glad to help you, talk about your insurance, and make sure you're fully covered.
And you don't want to wait too long on something
That's right.
like that. So remember that's what Schaefer says.